position, and how long you've been at the club.
My name is Senzo Meyiwa, Orlando Pirates goalkeeper, and I've been 10 years at Orlando Pirates.
Wait, before you go, that is not the same video if you've watched this before. I just enjoy that clip where you see how Senzo Meyiwa was smiling, how he was full of life before his life tragically came to an abrupt end. After he spent the night with 7 people in Kelly Khumalo'S mother's Spaza house, and then now it is unclear to this day, literally 10 years later, what happened to him. His daughter has turned 10 years old. Kelly Khumalo has moved on. She's grown in her career. She has 3 children now. She has an additional daughter. Life has continued even though Senzo Meyiwa has passed. So let's revisit some of Senzo Meyiwa's key moments.
My name is Senzo Meyiwa, Orlando Pirates goalkeeper. So I started as a striker. Strike. No, I started as a striker. We used to play like amapala mancane elokishini. Striker, Nzori, bengibiza ngoNzori. Nzori, shine it. If ingekho mina, they can see ukuthi hayi teammate angeke iwin. Goalkeeping is something that it was in me. Like into engangiyifisa vele. And I was very ngangifisa ukudlala ku Orlando Pirates first team because I was looking up William Okpara, you know. So each and every time when Pirate trains at Mayfair, the first team, mekuphuma scoring yazi ukuthi okay sozibona imoto zama senior players shona le first team ngiyagijima ngiyalapho ngiyobheka lapha espacing esincane ngisithola ngibheka boPara betrainer uFrancis Chance so nami ngifisa ukuthi one day ngifisa ukuzibona ngilapha.
Forgetting for a minute how he actually died, Senzo Meyiwa was actually a fantastic goalkeeper. What a loss. Just watch below how amazing he is at just blocking the ball. It didn't matter. And he knew he was that good. Mzansi, comment below in the comment section. Has there been a greater goalkeeper than Senzo Meyiwa after that? I'm talking for the Bafana team, Orlando Pirates. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts on who is the greatest goalkeeper.
In my career, when I look back, it was not that smooth. It was ups and downs. It doesn't mean you make a mistake by a bad goalkeeper. You need to learn in life. As young as you, sometimes take the critics, the one that push you. Those that said, well done, said, okay, it's fine. But listen to the critics so you keep going.
Meyiwa, look at the focus from him and that touch.
The shots. And yes, Senzo did so well
for me to be the part of the national team. It means something from me after a long time being in the national teams. So now I'm being part of squatting around how important I am. And we are in South Africa. I realize that I'm also a good goalkeeper. And my players, some they coming from England, you know, our family, our Sbonis, abantengazi ngihlale nabo. But mengifike eduze kwabo amachita right. Yabo, amachita right akwelcome grand, yabona nje uyafila na ukuthi it's like Orlando Pirates. Now you can be different. It's just that we're representing the whole country.
Delight for Meyiwa, another clean sheet for him. And it's done here. We are done enough.
He is the best season of my life because I'm managing since they gave me an opportunity to play. End up in the Bafana team. So for me, I achieved a lot. So I'm the best keeper in the world. Kakasias, Senzo Meyiwa. Nkulunkulu nama plans. Life ingenye indlela. Ngeke si understand, ngeke si predict nathi ukuthi sifuna kwenze ngendlela yethu. Yabo ngasincane.
In Senzo Meyiwa's words, uNkulunkulu ulama plans ilife ingenye indlela ngeke si understand it. We can't predict the future. Mzansi, had Senzo Meyiwa been able to predict the future, would he have stayed with his wife? Would he have stayed away from Kelly Khumalo? Would he have focused on his career, put all his time and attention into his career? Would he still be alive today? Those are questions I'm sure his family are also asking today. I mean, this is absolutely tragic. Imagine losing your life at the height of your career. And the courts are saying, well, the state is saying at this time that it was a robbery gone wrong. Was it truly a robbery gone wrong? This guy was a phenomenal goalkeeper. Could it have been something else more than a robbery gone wrong? Something happened in that house with the 7 people that were in there? Or could it have been a hit? Could it have been a hit? Somebody wanting to take out South Africa's best goalkeeper, the Bafana goalkeeper. Comment down below. Let me know below. And let's move on to Miss Kelly Khumalo, and let's go back to some of the things she said at that time.
For that independent, whatever paper they are, how dare you? When you go out like that and write something so false and untruth and misleading the nation.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I promise you this, you will have an egg on your face. I've spoken about the Senzo Meyiwa issue so many times, but people have decided that they want me guilty.
I see. The
so
court of public
yes,
opinion.
they have decided. So why defend myself? They must believe what they want to believe. Me and God know the truth. One thing I will never do is to protect someone who killed the father of my daughter's father. At what expense, really? So they can believe whatever they want to believe. At the end of the day, God still wins.
My comment section is always a thought-provoking, so I want to say thank you so much to everybody who's commented on the channel. Absolutely love it. And even if you have nothing to say, just drop an emoji so that I see that you're watching the videos. Mzansi, there's a comment that I got in my last video, and the person says, Kelly speaks like a lawyer. And you know what? Listening to this interview as well, I'm like, yes, Kelly speaks with such authority. She commands the room. And, she's not just a musician. She actually commands the room. You can listen to her and she speaks sense. It makes absolute sense until you still don't know who pulled the trigger and what actually happened in that house. I mean, there's some value in some of the stuff that she said here. She says, only me and God know the truth. Well, Kelly, it's you and the 6 other people and God. We're just kind of hoping the truth comes out. It's 10 years now. Let it go. Let it go. We're a forgiving society. We will listen to the real story. And then she also goes on to say, I'll never protect someone who killed my daughter's father. So that led me to pause and say, you know what? That's a valid point. You're saying one thing, but are your actions really matching what you're saying? The Senzo Meyiwa family still has not seen Utingo, who has turned 10 years just a few days ago. So what do you mean? I'll never protect someone who killed my daughter's father. So if you're speaking with such honor for Senzo Meyiwa, why are you not honoring his family? Why are you limiting their access to Utingo? What is it that you're afraid of? Another commenter said, well, she's not granting access because they would not let her attend Senzo Meyiwa's funeral. So I can see how that's a bone of contention. At the same time, Kelly Khumalo must not forget she was not Senzo Meyiwa's wife. She was Senzo Meyiwa's side chick, and that's a fact. So unless Senzo Meyiwa had declared Istembo, how was the family supposed to receive her at the funeral? Who was going to sit on the mattress? I mean, some things, culture does play a role. Your thoughts on that, Mzansi, in the comment section? This is just something I thought as she said that. I mean, I see where she's coming from. At the same time, I also see where the family is coming from. But can there be some middle ground? And can the family at least see Senzo Meyiwa's daughter? Another thing that she said is, people have decided that they want me guilty. Mzansi, have you decided that Kelly Khumalo is guilty? Should she take the stand and tell us the story of what actually happened? Later in the video, I'll play Zandi's testimony on the stand, which was quite dramatic. I mean, these two women are very, very, very vocal. And one thing with the court is not looking for your emotions or what you have to say. The court is looking for facts. What are the facts of what happened that night? It's still questionable, but she goes on to also say, why should I defend myself? They must believe what they want to believe about me, and that's about it. I mean, Kelly's a good speaker. That I'll give it to her, but let's continue on.
Problem in our country. And this is not just about Kelly Khumalo as the musician, but this is about an individual in the pits and darkest place of wherever it is, where they lose loved ones and justice is not served. And I once, said something about this in my Instagram page. And to my surprise, I had a lot of people who would say, Kelly, we support and agree with you, because we are some of the South African citizens that have been robbed of justice in this country simply because for some reason the law is not playing the part that is supposed to play. And that's what every South African is going through right now. Has happened to me. I've had my life threatened. I have my family threatened, not once but multiple times, and I feel like the law is not coming into place to protect and make me feel that, you know what, it is within my right to have protection, not only for myself but also for my family.
I had never been there before. It was my first time there.
Also, Senzo made another request that he was requesting for us to go past Mtoko's home, and I had never been there, so it was my first time on that day. Yes.
Kwaseke umthoko masifika khona eSPEACH eKatlehong wehla wangena endlini thizeni, then mayisephuma waphuma esegqoka itop yokugcina esezongena emotweni futhi. And when we got there in SPEACH or Katlehong, Togo went into a particular house or a certain house, and then when he came out, he came out wearing a top, and then coming into the car. Yes, we proceed. And then sasisuka ke lapho sa driver sangena ku N3. From there we drove and went into the N3. Yes. Mase sendleleni kanjalo ngangizwa nje Senzo lokho ekhuluma noTumelo efonini, nami uTumelo bengingamazi ngalolo suku lolo elokho emcheck ukuthi how far. As we were traveling, I heard Senzo was talking, and he was talking to Tumelo. At the time, Tumelo was not known to me, and he was trying to find out from him as to how far he was.
You guys even aware what you guys did to our lives? Are you guys even aware of what you guys did to us as a family on that day?
Miss Khumalo? Miss Khumalo? Miss Khumalo?
The damage that you guys caused.
Miss Khumalo, you're not supposed to do that.
My Lord, I strongly object to this. In the strongest possible terms, we object to this.
Mr. Baloy, do you want to?
As the witness is still in the process of giving evidence, I don't know what my learned friend is objecting to.
The procedural rules. The witness is testifying to court and addressing court, not the accused persons in the document. That's my objection.
That's fair enough, my lord. Ma'am, you're still in the process of identifying the persons who came into the house. If you can just do that and refrain from further comments. Yes, you pointed to someone.
Yes, he was one of the people that came into the house.
But he was behind, or he was at the back.
And then
just a minute, you're still pointing a person. Who is it?
It's him.
It's him.
The second one there.
Yes.
Well, there we have it, Mzansi. One Khumalo's sister is well-spoken, very vocal, very firm in her stance of what happened on that night. even by watching her body language, you can tell that she is speaking with a lot of conviction. She knows what she's talking about, and she truly believes that this is what is happening. Kelly Khumalo's asking for security for her family, and she goes on and on about the experiences of that night. Meanwhile, we have Zandi Khumalo, the complete opposite, an emotional wreck in court. And she, in my opinion, because we don't see Zandi on the stand, but in my opinion, Zandi was deflecting. She just decided, you know what, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna use my emotions. No, court is strictly about facts, Zandi. And this brings about the point where she highlights where she was with Senzo and with Mtoro, and they went to Mtoro's house, and Mtoro first went to change, and then after Mtoro went to change, Senzo was on the phone with Utumelo asking about his whereabouts. And I'm listening to that again, and I'm thinking, Zandi, what really happened? Why was Longwe upset? Now I see why some people say Longwe was upset. What were you doing with Senzo on this tour that you were doing before getting to wherever it is that they were getting to, and going to pick up Umtoro and then Tumelo, and where was Kelly Khumalo in all this? This is very interesting. Anyway, I am digressing from the point of this video. Mzansi, I hope you enjoyed these clips that we put together. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't leave a comment, you have nothing to say or add to the conversation, drop a hello in the comment section so I know that you're watching this video till this point. I absolutely love to see who watches the full videos. And, I know from the comment section that you made it to the end. So thanks so much. I absolutely love you so much. Thank you for watching. Catch you on our next upload.